Nicole Scherzinger has let slip Simon Cowell's X Factor success secret, confessing he 1,000,000% edits the program to make himself look good. The stunning show judge, 39, made her comments on today's Good Morning Britain, and it's something which is bound to leave the music mogul squirming in his seat. Nicole Scherzinger confessed Simon Cowell edits the X Factor to make himself good. Nicole, 39, said Simon 1,000,000% chooses the times when he shines. X Factors. Nicole Scherzinger reveals Simon Cowell 1,000,000% edits the show to make himself look good. The latest series of the ITV talent contest, won by Matt Terry in 2016, returns to screens tomorrow. Ahead of its comeback, the bubbly pop star played a hilarious game of snog, marry, avoid with GMB host Ranveer Singh. She admitted she'd snog lovable Lewis Walsh and marry Dermot, yet steer well clear of her boss. When quizzed about why, she said, "I don't want to avoid anyone, but if I'm going to avoid someone, it's Simon. He knows how to push my buttons, guys, he just kills me. I always say all stuff, and this year finally this is going to make the editing. People will finally understand who I am and what I do, and what I bring to the table, and think in the editing people will finally understand who I am." And then Simon says the exact same thing and ruins it and repeats everything that I say. And then you just hear me saying, "Yeah, these guys look really cute." Nicole says her educated feedback is sometimes erased from the final cut on the talent show. She said she would snog Lewis Walsh in a game of snog, marry, avoid the brunette beauty would marry show host Dermot. Pressing her further on her comments, Ranveer quizzed, "So you think Simon edits the show so he looks better in it than you Hawaii-born?" Nicole swiftly replied, 1,000,000%, even Simon will tell you that. XTRAORDINARY. Bianca Gascoigne, Molly King and Lewis Smith, meet the celebs you had no idea once auditioned for X Factor. Meanwhile, in the same game, she revealed she would get hitched to Dermot because everyone loves him. She said, "All my assistants are in love with him. I'm saying, guys, we need to focus. You're getting lost in his eyes. You're getting lost in those hips that don't lie." The judges are all set for Saturday's show, and it seems it could be a trend that's set to continue for a few more years yet, after Simon revealed the X Factor will celebrate its 20th birthday in 2023. The music mogul, head judge of the ITV talent show, has cast aside fears of decreasing relevance and low ratings to reveal his sheer optimism it can continue for 6 more years. Simon Cowell has revealed the X Factor will run until its 20th anniversary in 2023. His comments mean the talent show has at least 6 more years on screen. Simon and fellow judges Nicole Scherzinger, Sharon Osbourne and Lewis Walsh, as well as host Dermot O'Leary, will return to screens on Saturday. Simon, 57, and fellow judges Sharon Osbourne, Lewis Walsh and Nicole Scherzinger will return to host a revamped series to be launched on the broadcaster on Saturday. He admitted to the Daily Star his hit Saturday tea time program would last a little bit longer than I thought, and said, "If you'd asked me years ago how many more years I could do, I would have said if we can get to 5 more years then we've done well. Then you get to 5 years and it becomes 10. What I have noticed over the last 2 years is that I'm seeing younger and younger kids turn up to the show. That's always the fear, that you don't stay relevant. Yet as the show changes with the times, so does Simon's family situation." Yesterday we reported his hilarious confession that his 3-year-old son was a minion in the making and knows more about music than he does, with fantastic instincts for picking out a hit. Yesterday he revealed his son Eric has great talent spotting potential. Simon, center, said younger contestants were auditioning for the show. Meanwhile, show producers have released a series of teaser tidbits to whet fans' appetites for the new series. Contestants will be following in the footsteps of last year's show champion Matt Terry, yet viewers won't have seen any of them before. We also reported this year's X Factor will feature 0 of those pesky returning auditionees from years gone by, according to Simon. He believes he has enhanced the viewer experience by ironing out boring acts who've been on the show before, as well as letting contestants perform their own original tracks and limiting the number of live shows. The X Factor will be very different this year, according to its judges ahead of Series 14. Simon explained, "We didn't want the same people coming back again. Now, there are a few who have been on the show before. But when you've just got the same people coming back year after year, it's boring for us, boring for the audience. People are flying in from all over the world to be on the show. They trust the show and you have to respect them. A huge number of X Factor winners have been returning acts, coming back to the show after auditioning years before, so it remains to be seen how this change will affect the show going forward." Head judge Mr. Cowell is also keen to start allowing the show's acts to sing their own songs for the first time in 14 years, though he's not totally confident about it. He explained, when they are good songwriters you have to encourage that, 100%, otherwise it's just karaoke. Simon, with his ragtag team of judges, Sharon Osbourne, Nicole Scherzinger and Lewis Walsh: I have to be careful what I say because I have learned through the years that whatever you do, other people copy you. You hope that whatever we do other people don't copy. We try not to copy what other people are doing. The X Factor returns with a brand new trailer then, probably referring to The Voice UK. He added, if we're doing original material then you're going to see it turn up on other shows. It's one of those things. Lewis Walsh agreed that this is a good move for contestants, saying, I think that's a terrific idea. I think that comes from a girl on America's Got Talent who sang original songs all the way through the competition and won. It just goes to show that it can happen. Last year's X Factor was decimated in the ratings by Strictly Come Dancing once again, but Simon thinks HES solved the problem by cutting down the number of live episodes. He said the early and middle rounds rate well. So, the idea is to do more of the middle shows and less live shows. We'll see if it works or not. I think there might be a middle ground. Daddy Cool: the 8 times Simon Cowell showed he was dad goals to little Eric, from identical outfits to epic birthday parties. Asked what she thinks of the changes this year, returning judge Nicole Scherzinger added, I love all the changes Simon is making. You have to in this day and age. Things are moving so fast over social media, you have to be changing with the times. The judges enjoy a break from the 2017 auditions. You have to evolve. We're evolving as a show. We want to give the people what they want. Another thing they apparently want is interaction, as viewers will have more chances to get involved with the show via the X Factor app this year than they've ever had before. Last year's X Factor runner-up Sarah Alto with the winner Matt Terry, but Simon insists the show is now focusing back on one thing, not the judges, not the viewers, but the acts. He added, I think this year we've put the emphasis back on them. It's all about them, their personalities, their originality. Let them be the stars of the show. Lorna Bliss performs shocking Britney Spears audition on The X Factor. The X Factor returns to ITV on Saturday the 2nd of September and Sunday the 3rd of September at 8 p.m. Katie Price says Peter Andre is still the love of her life and insists she never wanted them to split. A Celebrity 2017 rumors have already started. Here's who could be on the Jungle Hot list. Furious Colleen pictured for the first time after jetting in from Spain to confront husband Wayne. Katie Price's son Junior slams her for finding fame by showing off her private parts. Brad Pitt apologizes to Jennifer Aniston for leaving her for Angelina Jolie a decade after their split. Bake Off: Steven shows off his showstopper cakes on Instagram, and they'll have his fellow bakers running scared.